Good gaming, everyone. I'll try not to hold you for too long. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll get you in and out of here faster than you can say. But it's 10-year-old hardware. All right, all right. This is my Nintendo Direct No Kid Gloves review. I call it that because everyone seems to have lower standards and even baby Nintendo when it comes to their substandard game designs, hardware capabilities, so on and so forth. Me personally, I believe if your games are constantly in the running for Game of the Year, you're not in the minor leagues, you're in the major league, so I'm going to judge you the same exact way. I'm going to start with the bad. This conference had 4 DLCs. 4 DLCs. Every conference that comes out there and they're putting out a bunch of DLC, people say you should save that for your channel. Save that for, videos on your channel. I got a DLC for Splatoon. I got a DLC for Pokemon Scarlet. I got a DLC for Mario Rabbids. And another DLC for Mario Kart. Mario Kart has been going strong for 20 years. DLC every year. Right? At this point, it's a games as a service. It has to be. Right? I mean, people are crushing games as a service everywhere. This game has a DLC every year for what? It has to be like 10 years now. Nobody has a problem. Let's keep it going. They had 3 low-res remakes. The point of a remake, Nintendo, is to take the old game and realize it with modern technology. But people keep telling me, your technology is 10 years old. So you're making modern remakes, and they don't even look up to the standards that we have, for today's gaming. Today's gamer wants amazing looking games, and your games look like it's on the Wii almost, the Wii U maybe, on the PS3. No one's getting away with making, updates and remasters and remakes that look like PS3 games, except for you. Apparently, they have 3 late game releases. Meaning, I call it late game releases. Meaning, it's a game that's been out on other platforms for a minute. Everybody got their hands on it, except for Nintendo. Now, when you go down the list of these late game remakes, some of them you kind of understand. Maybe the Batman Arkham trilogy. Okay. Hot Wheels Unleashed. Well, maybe. Vampire Survivor? So, Vampire Survivor? We kind of understand the late ports with Nintendo Switch because we understand it's subpar technology. So we understand the porting process isn't easy. You got to lower a lot of visuals, maybe some assets here or there. Vampire Survivor? The top down looking, sprites, 16-bit game. You getting a port almost a year later? Is it a year later? I know it was in 2022 it came out. I'm gonna be a little less general with this one. Myth Force? Bruh. I am 39 years old. I watched Saturday morning cartoons. Myth Force supposedly is a bunch of Saturday morning cartoons in a new game. Me being 39 years old, I don't recognize one character from this game. Nintendo, Imagine your audience. Maybe I should speak to the company that actually makes this. Imagine the audience on the Switch. If I don't recognize them, Headbangers Rhythm Royale. Now, the game doesn't look terrible. I almost put it on the good side of the list. I just don't think it was described very well. Some of the things you can see what you're doing to create the rhythm and all that stuff like that. It does look a little fun, family friendly, whatever. But I don't know. It just wasn't. The fun wasn't explained. It just looked fun, so I had to put it on the bad. After that was Just Dance, the 2024 edition. It's basically a song pack. Nothing really new to the game. You got songs, you got K-pop. Just dance. I guess that's all I got. That's all you need to do. Just like they say, just dance. What's new? Just dance, brother. Just dance. Okay. And here's the creme de la creme. Here is the. If anybody else would have done this, they would have been crushed. People made fun of Sony for showing a movie or a television show at their conference, right? A television show. Xbox came out, dunked on them. Xbox fanboys dunked on them. Even Sony fanboys dunked on them. You showing a TV show at a video game conference. Nintendo said, hold my beer. I'ma announce Sesame Street. I'ma announce Come Meet Mario. They're showing the Nintendo. They're telling people to bring your children to PAX West to come play with Mario at a video game showcase. Right? They took time out their relatively short conference to tell you to bring your children to play with Yoshi. Nobody has a problem with this. 45-minute conference. They said, hold up. We want you to come out and look at our mascots. Come look at these Sesame Street actors in a Mario suit. And if any kids are listening, I hate to crush your beliefs on it. It's if you're under 12, that really is Mario. It's not a man in a suit. I'm bugging. I'm crazy. But nobody cares. Imagine if Xbox and PlayStation was like, hey, yo, I know there's a video game conference, hold up. But if you go to Great Adventures, we're gonna have an Uncharted amusement ride. And a whole setup. You walk in there, it's a jungle and all that stuff like that. Everybody would have said, bro, wrong place. Save that for your channel. Make it a short little announcement. Don't show the whole reel of what's going on in PAX West Nintendo. But it's cute. It's Nintendo. How could you judge them? Okay, I guess. Now we're going to talk about the good, and I'm going to break it down by 3 grades. It's going to be will buy, want to play, and I'll pass. This is the good now, though, right? So I can understand why other people like certain stuff, but this is how I see it. Sonic Superstars. Buy. Now it's been shown all over the place already, but I get it that it's at your conference. It did show some more. It did show, each individual character's abilities. Besides Sonic's speed, Knuckles can climb, Tails can fly. He has this ability to attack animals with his tail, airborne animals, so on and so forth. That's a buy for me. Another game called Silent Hope. It looked good. The combat looked good. The and after that you have like a farming simulator. I think this is how you do a farming simulator, life simulator. Not saying you can't do a good one that's not like this, but the way they do combat well, and they come back and do the life simulator. And the reason why I say this is the way to do it is because there's too many life simulators, too many farm simulators already, right? So you have to differentiate yourself. And then especially at Nintendo, every conference they have like 48 farm and life simulators. Nobody calls them out. It's just blending in at this point. You just don't even want to watch it to see what differentiates Faith Farm from corn pickers. That's a real game. Next was Penny's Big Breakaway. This is one of the best looking games I saw there. It looked really good. I'm gonna buy that. WarioWare. A new WarioWare they showed at the conference. I definitely want to play it. Would not buy it. For some family friendly fun, that would be cool. Maybe if I was like a guy that constantly hosted like little get-togethers or parties, could do that or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Want to play but won't buy. Persona 5 Tactica looked cool, they're really pushing that Persona 5, man. That game, man, they're really mixing it up. I'm just waiting for the kart racer now. It looks good enough. Kinda, it's on a want to play. Kinda, I don't care. So I had to call it a pass. Another game, it should be a pass, right? But it's called Manic Mechanic. The reason I put it on the good, and it is a pass, but the reason I put it on the good is because if this was a phone game, I'd eat this up. If I, was at work, wanted to get a little gaming in, I would love this Manic Mechanic thing. Maybe not love, but I'd definitely try it out. But it's a pass for consoles. Lastly, I put on the list Princess Peach. Actually, I'm gonna put Princess Peach first, and then I'm gonna talk about Mario Wonder. I put this in the want to play. Insert jokes here. I put it in the want to play because I'm just tired of a lot of these Nintendo characters. I'm just tired of seeing their faces in every game. They're just oversaturating the market with certain Nintendo characters. So I love to see them switch up and make games with their lesser used characters. And Peach is one of them. It looks pretty good from what I've seen. There's not a lot shown, but it looks pretty good. So I put this in the want to play. Lastly, Super Mario Wonder. The game looks really good. Like I just said previously, I'm tired of seeing Mario. It's possible. Even though he's just an avatar at this point, basically, right? He's just, I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. He's basically an avatar, right? Like that's kind of his shtick. You don't get to really know him, so you can put him everywhere because you can't really get tired of his personality and who he is, because there's no in-depth, that saying that familiarity breeds content. You don't get familiar with Mario, so but I am content. I'm sorry. The game looks good. I'm gonna put it on the want to play. Definitely not a buy. I feel like you could have put almost any other character in this game, and I would have said I want to play. I want to buy this game. I'm tired of Mario. I'm sorry. That's all I really have for that. I will say this though. Even the games I liked from the Nintendo Direct, if they were shown on Sony's or Microsoft's Directs, they would have been absolutely smoked. Absolutely smoked. And I know people would immediately say, "Oh, it's different audiences." Then you see a bunch of people who smoked Sony for similar type kiddie games, home games, whatever, say they want to play some of these games. So that's there's just so much hypocrisy with this. Oh, yeah, I will say one more thing. Pikmin 4, maybe my game of the show. It's between Penny's Big Breakaway and Pikmin 4. Wow, that's a good question. Dang. Oh, it might be Pikmin 4. Dang, that's a close one. Anyway, like I was saying, Sony and Microsoft would have been trashed on the internet for this show. And the same people that would have trashed it are looking at a lot of them are looking at this conference like, I saw a couple games, it was pretty good, man. I get this and I get that, man. Bro. And it seems like a majority of the internet who are not dedicated Nintendo fans would trash this conference for Sony and Microsoft, and they have nothing to say for Nintendo. So this is my No Kid Gloves review of the Nintendo Direct. I'm not gonna hold you any longer. Like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, take these companies to task. Ask for better. Never settle for trash. It's your man's boycott, and I'm out.